What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about prop hunt in World War II. Originally, I thought it was better than Modern Warfare Remastered, right? When it came out last year. But now, I'm thinking it's worse. And I'm going to explain, in this video, I'm going to explain the problems I have and the solution to those problems. So, let's get into it. So, we're going to talk about the problems. The number one problem I have with prop hunt is the props itself and like the amount of props there are. So I'll give an example, right? Let's just take Point Du Hoc, right? So there's sandbags. One of the props is sandbags piled up, right? There's like maybe, I don't know, 7 sandbags piled up. And although you might think that's good, and I thought it was too, but it's not, because literally there are maybe like in maybe like 2 locations or 3 or something like that where there's sandbags piled up just like it is, like just like the prop is. And like there was this one time where someone actually was hiding and I thought it was a good spot with the sandbags, but the person on the other team literally looked straight at him while he was like running right at him and shot him like right away. He didn't aim at anything else. The prop was the first thing he shot and he killed the prop. I'll give it another example. On Akin, there's a terrible prop, which is the nuke that's like buried into the ground. There's only 2 of them on the map, and that's one of the props you can be. Like, I already know there's 2 of them on the map. There's one like on one spawn area in the back of the map, and the other on the other side of the map too. But like, how could you have a prop that doesn't even show up on the map that much? It's kind of obvious if you think about it. If like if there's more nukes than normal, then you're gonna know that one of them is a prop. It's kind of stupid, and like there isn't enough props on the map, and there isn't enough good props on the map either. Like, I remember in Modern Warfare Remastered, we had, like, I think we had, like, a piece of paper. That was one of them. No, don't, like, take my word on that. I'm pretty sure it was, because I didn't play Prop Hunt that much. I didn't play that game that much, but I did play Prop Hunt from time to time on that game. But I think the props in Modern Warfare Remastered were so much better, and now we're getting these props where it's, like, very difficult to hide. So, I mean, that's my first problem. Just the props are just terrible. Like, I'll give you guys an example. I mean, not really an example, but I'll just tell you what happened. I activated an order where it says survive 5 rounds as a prop, right? I played about maybe 10 games of prop hunt last night, and I did not survive as a prop once. And you'll see in the gameplay too, I did not survive as a prop either. I was close, but I did not survive. And it honestly, like, you don't hear my audio, but I was kind of pissed off because it's really stupid. And like, going into my second problem, this is the reason why I thought it was so stupid. The whistle. Now, in Modern Warfare Remastered, I didn't think the whistle was that bad, but in this game, I think it's just terrible because you have these terrible props, and you have the whistle that comes up every 30 seconds. Like, it's very easy to find the prop because the whistle comes up too frequently, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of obnoxious, you know? But I mean, it's just, I don't know, guys. It's really, the whistle honestly like got me a few times last night. It really started making me really pissed off. Like, when you're hiding, especially on a small map, when you're hiding as a prop that really doesn't belong there, but you're kind of there because no one's really, no one's seen you yet, and then the whistle just blows, and then they realize, oh wait, I missed that, and they shoot you. It's kind of stupid. So, I mean, I guess I can get into my solutions now. For the whistle, I just get rid of it, honestly. If you're gonna have these props that aren't very good, because like I'll also say this: the maps don't have a lot of like garbage on the ground, and that's something that a lot of the Modern Warfare Remastered maps had. They had like a bunch of garbage on the ground, and you can kind of act as that garbage and just like play or like blend in with it. So that's why it was kind of easier. It was easier to survive, but the ground mostly has rubble, and we don't really have rubble props. I mean, I think on Point du Hoc we actually have a piece of concrete and a block of concrete, but I think that's really it. So those are really like the two best props on that map. Um, but other than that, I mean, they have a rocking horse, right? And there's only one location where that rocking horse is on Point du Hoc. It's in like the house in like one of the spawns. So it's honestly like it's very hard, especially because if you turn into that rocking horse, you're screwed basically. I know that there's only one rocking horse on that map. Like the rest is a war zone. Why would there be a rocking horse in a war zone? You know, it doesn't really make sense. So going back to my solutions, I'd get rid of the whistle. Now, if some people don't think that's right, like if they don't really want the whistle to be removed, I'd put it in maybe like every minute, but it comes up way too frequently. 30 seconds is not... there needs to be more time on that. It comes up way too frequently. But again, I would just get rid of the whistle because everyone just starts shooting props, right? So you're bound to shoot something, right? Because there's not even a lot of props on the map, honestly. And you can't really... and this is another problem I have. It's kind of minor, but I thought I'd get this out anyway. Like, you can't really, like, let's just say there's a fence at the edge of the map. You can't really lean up against that fence. I don't know why there's, like, a little invisible barrier. So that kind of, like, ruins the spot a little bit, because you're kind of, like, you're in between this invisible barrier. Or you're not in between, you're outside of this invisible barrier, and you're kind of just, like, there as a prop. While it would look more better if the prop was leaning against the fence. But, anyway, that's just a small problem I wanted to get out. But... again, going back to the whistle, one more time, I'd get rid of the whistle, but if you guys don't like that, then maybe like every minute the whistle goes off. Okay, so that's the first solution to the whistle. Going back to the props now, I would just, well, obviously, get more props, right? Show up, give more props up in the map, and better props. So, going back to Point du Hoc and the sandbags, instead of having that pile of sandbags where there's only like a few of them on the map, have just one tan sandbag, because there is actually a sandbag on the map, but it's a white one, and there's not a lot of white sandbags on that map either. So get one tan sandbag and just use that as a prop, and you can blend in with like so many places on the map. Like, it'll actually force the hunters to shoot every single sandbag there is, and I mean that's what they're normally doing, but you have more of a chance to survive. Especially if you can change into other props, you know, you'll definitely have more of a chance to survive. So that's what I would do for the props. Going and like any other changes, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, just get some better props. Another thing, yeah, about the nuke. Like, I think I would just maybe get rid of that, or even with the rocking horse. Like, those are not very good props. They're funny if, I guess, if you can like do it for like a trolling video or whatever, but it's not like a very good prop, you know, especially if there's one or two of them on the map. So, I mean, that, I don't know like what I would do with that, to be honest, because I think some people would want it, but some people wouldn't. I can't really decide on that issue, but I think that's really going to be the video for me. I don't really think there's anything else I want to talk about, but I really do hope that, you know, Sledgehammer changes prop hunt a little bit. It really is frustrating. I cannot win as a prop. I have done it, but it's very hard now. It's very difficult. Like, I mean, there's a few good props. I think the best map for prop hunt so far is USS Texas, which is the one you're seeing in the gameplay right now. There's a few good props on that map. And, you know, I think, you know, that's just the reason why. I think that's just the best map for it. Yeah, and that's basically it. I mean, there's a few good props on some maps, but they're not all the best. And so, you know, that's really going to be the video for me. I hope you guys, like, you know, agree with me. If you don't, that's fine too. But, let's just hope that Sledgehammer does change some of the stuff in Prop Hunt, because it is very frustrating. So that's going to be the video for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll talk to you all later.